Four news stories for you. Firstly, a few updates from the African Union Summit, where Congo's president has abruptly left the meeting. He has flown back home. Why has he left the meeting so abruptly? Secondly, was Addis Ababa mayor is being called by Ethiopian Orthodox Church. The tensions between the church and the mayor are rising. Reportedly, an invitation is being sent by the church to Addis Ababa mayor for a meeting at church headquarters at church office. Thirdly, viewers, a letter is being shared by some Afar news sources. The letter, according to Afar news sources, was written by Tigray's Bureau of Trade, Industry and Urban Development to Tigray's military. The military which is in Afar region. What is this letter about? And lastly, Oromo Liberation Army has released two statements. Firstly, about attack on PM Abiy, Addis Ababa's security team, and secondly, about Ethiopian Rights Commission's report regarding Kareo elders' murder case. Firstly, viewers, African Union Summit. A correction, I told you about four top African leaders who are not attending this meeting in person, from Eritrea, Isaias Afwerki, from Egypt, Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, Paul Kagame of Rwanda, and from Uganda, we have Yoweri Museveni. But the countries are not boycotting this summit. They have sent their representatives, like from Eritrea, foreign minister is attending the meeting. From Egypt, Sami Shukri, foreign minister, is in Addis. So they are not boycotting this African Union summit, but they are not attending in person. Now, an update, viewers, is that Congo's president a few hours ago left Addis Ababa. The Congo's president, Felix Tshisekedi, has abruptly left Addis Ababa. Reportedly, there is some problem back home where his close associates have been arrested by Congo's military. One of his top advisors has been arrested in Congo. That is why he has cut short his stay in Addis Ababa and he has flown back home. Yesterday, Congo's president handed over the presidency of African Union to Macky Sall of Senegal. Now Senegal is the new president of African Union. President of Congo is back home. Secondly, viewers, tensions between the church and Addis Ababa mayor are again rising. We know that last week a meeting was scheduled between the church and Addis Ababa authorities. The meeting could not take place due to disagreements about the venue of the meeting. Addis Ababa authorities wanted a meeting at Sheraton Addis Hotel. Church authorities wanted a meeting at church office. Now, once again, a meeting was held of Ethiopian Orthodox Church on Friday. It was decided that an invitation will be sent to Addis Ababa mayor to come to church office for a meeting. So the church is not stepping back. It wants Addis Ababa mayor to come to the church. Has this invitation been sent? We don't know, but some sources say that the invitation has been sent, and for the 4th of February, the meeting has been planned. 4th of February, Ethiopian calendar date. But no confirmation that Addis Ababa government has received this invitation. Some sources say that invitation has been sent, and on the 4th of February, Ethiopian calendar date, Addis Ababa mayor is being requested to come to church headquarters. Will Addis Ababa come to church office? That remains to be seen, because in previous cases we saw that she avoided visiting church headquarters for a meeting about mescal scare. Because problem is that the reason behind this meeting is dispute over mescal scare of Addis Ababa. Orthodox Church claims ownership of this scare. We know Addis Ababa government does not acknowledge this ownership of the church. That is why tensions rose, and now the church wants clarification from Addis Ababa government. We'll update you. Will Addis Ababa go to church office or not? We'll update you. Now, thirdly, viewers, a letter is being shared by some Afar-backed news sources. They claim that the letter was written by Tigray's Bureau of Trade, Industry and Urban Development. It was addressed to Tigray's military, which is in Afar region, Army 50. The letter is addressed from Tigray's Bureau of Trade to Army 50. Army 50 is operating in Afar. We know that Tigray forces are in 5 or the Afar now. And the letter says that Army 50 operating in Afar must bring food and non-food items from Afar to Tigray, like salt, sugar, other such items which are available. They must be transported by Tigray military from Afar to Tigray. Names of 2 transportation companies are mentioned in the letter as well. Firstly, Guna PLC, and secondly, Trans Ethiopia PLC. The letter says that the 2 companies, Guna and Trans Ethiopia, will provide transportation services. Military will help the transportation companies to bring food, non-food items from Afar to Tigray. Letter is being shared as evidence that Tigray forces are looting properties. They are looting food, non-food items, minerals from Afar. They are taking these materials back to Tigray. Now, we don't know about the authenticity of this letter. We have not seen visual confirmation of Trans Ethiopia or Guna PLC transporting such materials from Afar to Tigray. But since Tigray is under siege, we have seen that in Kambolcha, in Amhara region, that Tigray forces tried to take whatever they could take from Amhara to Tigray. So it can happen here as well. But we're not sure about the authenticity of this letter. Lastly, viewers, Oromo Liberation Army has released 2 statements. Firstly, it has confirmed the attack on a security convoy of Shimalis Abdisa, Oromia president, and PM Abiy. PM Abiy visited Burana, Oromia a few days ago. OLA said the attack was carried out near Bole Hora, and 18 members of Republican Guards were killed in that attack. Republican Guard, elite force of Ethiopia, Federal Elite Force of Ethiopia, its 18 members were killed according to OLA in the attack near Bole Hora town. The members were part of security team of PM Abiy and Shimalis Abdisa. And secondly, viewers, OLA has spoken about the report published by Ethiopian Human Rights Commission regarding the murder of Kereo Oromo elders. OLA has raised several questions. OLA says that Ethiopian Human Rights Commission does selective investigations. Though OLA has been absolved in this report, but why is that Human Rights Commission is not conducting investigation into the murder of Hachalo Handasa, Oromo singer? Secondly, GERD engineer Simignew, who was killed. And thirdly, killing of former chief of staff of Ethiopian National Army and several killings in drone strikes. Why is that Ethiopian Rights Commission is conducting investigations into selective incidents. OLA said that the purpose behind the release of this report by Ethiopian Rights Commission is to make international community believe that Ethiopian institutions are independent, that national dialogue would be independent too, it would be inclusive too. And secondly, the purpose is to put pressure upon some factions of Oromia Prosperity Party. And the report will be used for political gains by some political actors in Ethiopia. Thank you for watching.